Man, some big chick just threw herself at me earlier while I was walking. I was like, whoa.
Hey, look, while y'all playing, make sure we record, man.
No, we definitely.
I was just like, whoa. I'm happily married, ma'am.
All right, here we go on the eighth time to get this 20-minute show. Here we go. In 3, 2.
And we are back. Man, what an eventful day. The things that go on behind the scenes.
Yeah, man.
And listen, I'm telling y'all, if y'all were only privy to some of the conversations.
Only privy.
that
Thank
we
God
have
y'all
behind the scenes. But welcome back, everybody. Welcome out to Atlanta's #1 sports show.
Podcast in the world.
The Waterboyz Show.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, B-Rich, he be all beat a little bit. But, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we can't hold that against him. Yes, he is from Atlanta. So somewhere he has some soul. All right? You know, wait, why you looking like that, man? I gave you credit. I said you have soul, brother. You have soul, man.
Soul brother.
Yeah, man. That hot butterscotch sitting on chrome. That's one of B-Rich verses, y'all. B-Rich was a rapper in another lifetime. But look, I won't hold y'all too long on that. We're going to jump right into today's subject.
Hey, you still remember that verse, so it was impactful.
I do, man.
It was impactful.
I do. It was, man. It was.
Yeah.
It made me remember what the hell I would not write about. So let's just
Hey, man.
let me just move on.
Can we get to the
there.
Falcons in the NFL?
Hey, man, and I hope the decisions they make are better than the decisions you made to come up with that line. But anyway, man, going to the Atlanta Falcons, 53-man roster. Preseason is over. We almost to kickoff time for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes.
It's that time of year, right? And so they have cut the thing down to the 53-man roster. They've even filled up the practice squad.
Yes.
So you tell me, were there any surprises or anything that made you say, oh, boy, you remember this? Remember our Arsenio Hall used to have that. Things that make you say, So was there anything the Atlanta Falcons did that made you have an Arsenio Hall moment and say,
I said, about the cutting of Chris Blair. That kind of threw me off. He had a really great preseason. I really thought he had the roster locked. I thought he was on there. All right, they cut him, right? So 2 things. Okay. They kept 4 tight ends. Okay. I kind of think I know why they keep 4 tight ends to help out with the blocking. But they kept this kid named David Sims the fifth.
Seals.
Yeah, David Seals the fifth.
Yeah, got to get him man name some
David.
respect.
David Seals the fifth. I didn't see that much from him as I saw Chris Blair, but I wasn't at the practice squad. The training camp or none of that, so I don't know what happened. But as far as in the games, Chris Blair, man, he got down.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe David Seals. Now, I'm not gonna act like I said and watch every snap David Seals took, and I don't even know the percentage of snaps he took as opposed to what Chris Blair took. Of course, they put a lot of stock into their practice, a lot of stock into their joint practices. Some of the guys who they felt like were more of a lock making the team, they didn't even hit the field in certain situations. So who knows? David Seals could come in as maybe he's more of a special teams guy. Maybe he adds more of that. Because when you run down the line, you got Drake, you got Mooney, you got Ray, you got Hodge. You know what I'm saying? So when you go from there, we got our guy Casey Washington. So just when you start with those, Darnell Mooney, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, we already at 5 wide receivers that we already feel like, and that's Mooney, that's Hodge, that's Drake, that's Ray, that's Casey Washington. After that, we got Jamal Agnew and then David Seals. Yes, they kept 7 receivers, but most times we probably looking at 5 of those wide receivers really possibly getting played. Remember, Kadero Hodge, shout out to him. That man is an all-pro special teams player. You know that man was all-pro last year. You know that, right?
I didn't know that.
That man was all-pro last year. That man made the Pro Bowl, all-pro special teams player. But even with him, he didn't really get a lot of burn during the game because it was Drake, it was Mooney, it was Ray. And so when you look at that dynamic, we say, okay, well, how many wide receivers were they going to keep and how much playing time are they going to get unless it's some kind of injuries? So then it starts to come down to special teams. And maybe David Seals had the edge over Chris Blair for special teams.
You know one thing about Kadero that I like as well?
What's up?
He be on TikTok doing reels, man.
Yeah.
He funny. He like skits, man.
Yeah, he is.
I like him, man. That make me more relatable to him. So I definitely want to see him.
Yeah, I like Kadero Hodge, too. Yeah. Like, anytime somebody's willing to come in and accept their role as a special teams player and make it to where they're all pro, that's a very pivotal part of the team that I think we overlook until something goes bad. We don't pay attention to anything unless it's a touchdown or unless there's a fire and everything goes bad. You know
all
what I
the
mean?
dirty work, all the dirty work. I get it.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you know what else I'm glad that we did? We cut Kobe Bryant, but we signed him to the practice squad. And we also, Nick Nash, we cut him and signed him to the practice squad. I'm glad to see that they have a chance to pursue their careers with the Falcons. Hopefully they can become something. I think with Kobe Bryant, he got hurt against the Titans scrimmage. His hamstring, he never really got a chance to come back in and show his thing what he could do. But I think he got the confidence as we all see, speaking on some of the things he shouldn't speak on. But we'll see, man. Hopefully that the skill ability can match his mouth.
Man, we'll see. They did bring him back on the practice squad. Old Kobe Bryant. We'll see what he does. I want to see him do more playing and less saying. You know what I mean? I know.
There you go.
I never heard that before, but I want to see more playing and less saying. We don't need to hear what you have to say about every last thing. Yeah. Hopefully he gets out there and like the Kobe Bryant that the world knows, make his mark like the Mamba, man. Yeah. Let's talking. Let's talking and get it done out there on the field. Yeah. Kobe Bryant is my favorite NBA player of all time. That's my number one. Yeah. But as we go down more of the roster, we see they kept Nathan Carter backing up Bajan, backing up Tyler Algier. Like you said, now this is where I have a problem when it comes to Chris Blair or anyone else who made plays. Okay. And if we're going to talk about, I know you brought up David Seals. This the name to me. Just to me.
I know.
What? You know what I'm about to bring up? Yes. Well, Felipe Franks, like, we still, I mean, hey,
he was a quarterback, man.
What that got to do with what he doing out there on the field now? Man, shout out to him for what he did, but I'm saying.
He caught a touchdown
I get
Dallas, man.
Okay.
Maybe he blocking.
Okay, Marcus Mariota threw a touchdown. You want to keep him on the team too? All right, then. So people make plays in certain situations, but what I'm saying is, if you were going to get rid of someone, just us who watch Felipe Franks start here get moved into that kind of position, it's a bit of a head scratcher. I'm not hating on the guy, but it's a bit of a head scratcher for Felipe Franks to still be on the roster. That's just me. It's a bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah. Hey, I want to move to the line, man. We lost our boy Caleb Coleslaw McGarry. We can't call him Coleslaw no more.
Okay.
He's gone.
Okay.
And then we lost the other guy. Help me with that. The other guy for 4 weeks, the tackle.
Oh, Storm Norton.
Storm Norton. So what I want to talk about is they have slated at a starter is Elijah Wilkinson and Gerald Michael, who came from Seattle. So I'm concerned about that, man, and that, like what kind of threw me off, I was feeling really good about the Falcons training camp. Everything was smooth. And it seems like the focus on losing Caleb, I think that kind of took some of the wind or the wind on your sail. Like it just kind of like let your sail down, kind of like, damn, let the air out the balloon about the season. But that kind of could be good because the distractions became that and less on what's going on. So it could go good or bad in my opinion. But I am concerned about that tackle protecting Michael Penix's blind side and where we're going from here. I feel good about the defense, even though you told me yesterday while we was on the phone that we lost our third round pick from last year, Braylon Trice. Yeah. So they say he twerked tweaked his
Not twerked it.
He tweaked
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This man out here,
right,
that man done twerked his knee. That man, he heard the Magic City documentary was coming out and he tore his knee up at camp.
He tore his
rookie night, huh?
Rookie.
Even though this is his second year, I know it.
He tweaked his knee on the same knee he had repair. They got repaired surgically.
Okay, that word twerk it's messing you up. You can't even get your words out.
I can't even get my words out because whatever. But like, damn, Braylon, come on, Braylon, just stay healthy because we know you can play, man. That kind of put a damper because I was really looking forward to him play. How do you feel about the tackle situation and the Braylon Trice situation?
Well, to your point, whenever you lose a starting tackle, especially when you lose our right tackle, we got a left-handed quarterback, you never want to lose a starting lineman this close to week one, right, without a plan. So if Storm Norton was in there, I don't think any of us would have stressed it as much. We still would have been like, dang, Caleb hurt. But then you turn around and the backup's not even available. So that's when the wheels really started turning in maybe a negative way for some people or a doubtful way. Because it's like, okay, the starter's gone, the backup's gone. Who's gonna play this position? This is a position we need, and so I think that's where some of the doubt, some of the uncertainty start to come in. But I don't know, man. I have a good feeling that everything is gonna end up being okay. Now, injuries do happen. Maybe this happened in the beginning of the year where it can be figured out before we go through a whole season. Then it's hurt at a real crucial part. So let's just hope some of these guys that's coming in, I don't know who's going to get the opportunity. I have heard some things thrown around that maybe they might, some people say maybe they should move Matthew Bergeron over to tackle because that's what he was in college, and then kick Elijah Wilkinson inside. But the man been playing guard for the past, this is third or fourth year. I think this is third year. And so now it's a whole new set of things that you're doing from a tackle to a guard. I don't know. I'm going to trust in the coaching staff until they show me they can't be trusted, and just believe that they're going to make the right decision. I believe we're going to overcome this. And unfortunately, Caleb McGarry, right after they paid him, had to go on IR. You know, you never want to have that. You never want to see a guy get hurt anyway. Despite my opinions of his lackluster play at certain points when it comes to pass coverage, you never want to see a guy get hurt, and you definitely don't want to see a guy get hurt after the team just broke them pockets off. You don't want to see that. But now I will say this. This is the area that I am really hurt about when it comes to McGarry. I don't know how the others are going to make up in pass coverage, but I know what he brought in run blocking.
Killing it.
And we just talked to Abraham, and John was saying how great it would be if Bajan didn't have to be juking and making juke moves and dancing because people own him so fast. What if he just had open lanes? This doesn't help those lanes get any more open. They actually could potentially shrink the lanes when you lose a run blocker like Caleb McGarry.
Yeah. And with John's point, he gave us some good takes, man. Like the juking and just instead of going could really probably get Bajan a whole lot more yards for the season. So so I'm excited, man. We're gonna see with the 53-man roster, man. I think we're gonna be okay. I mean, I'm excited to see what Divine Diablo does. I know we look. So we didn't go to camp. The stripper?
Hey, I'm not gonna call him a stripper.
Who called him a stripper?
That Rod Trevor said he had a stripper name. he
Divine Diablo.
He did.
Bring it to the stage.
Yeah, he did.
Divine
Diablo. Instead of divine intervention, we got Divine Diablo. Now you and I, we didn't go up to camp this year, so I didn't get a chance to really see Divine Diablo. He hasn't had a chance to play in the preseason like that. So a lot of us Falcon fans, we don't really know. But I've heard some really good things. I heard Joe Patrick say on one of the radio stations here in town, 92.9 The Game, Joe Patrick said that Divine Diablo, that a lot of Falcons fans, us included, are going to be really surprised at what we get out of Divine Diablo. We know we needed to shore that linebacker core.
Go sideline to sideline. Like, no more quarterbacks getting 4th and 15 on us, man, running the ball.
Yeah, because, I mean, now we had linebackers that, man, what's our guy, number 53, who stepped in last year when our second-round pick had to come out. When Troy Anderson came out, man, what's number 53?
Captain America?
No. That's Bertrand. That's Bertrand. Okay, man, we let him go this year. He was number 53 last year, man. Really hard hitter. He caused a few fumbles, came in playing that middle linebacker position. Really tough linebacker, except he just wasn't, not Ellis. We know Caden Ellis. He just was a really tough linebacker, but he wasn't really good sideline to sideline. Man, Mario, if you could you find that name for me?
Last year's depth chart.
Who? Nah, it's somebody else. Not Caleb Johnson. Nate Landman, the Landman, boy, the Landman. Yeah, Nate Landman. Yeah, last year he was really tough when it come to run, but when it come to the quarterbacks breaking the pocket, or if they get him out in space, he wasn't real fast going sideline to sideline. Divine Diablo, hopefully he can bring that. Looking at who they have projected as the starters right now, Caden Ellis, Divine Diablo, Leonard Floyd, Arnold Ebiketie, and then, of course, we know James Pierce Jr. will be backing that up. We got Jalen Walker will be backing that up at our linebacker position.
We'll have some fresh bodies rushing the quarterback, man.
Yeah, and like you said, hopefully when them quarterbacks break containment, because we've suffered from that before, right?
Jeez.
And remember at the time, boy, we had Cam Newton running crazy. Cam just out there going stupid, the same way he out there going stupid in the content world right now. He was going stupid, but we brought in some fast linebackers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we kind of were able to try to contain him a little bit better. So hopefully the new linebacker, Divine Diablo, hopefully that speed to go along can help that happen.
Hey, man, you know what? Hey, let's see if our boy got it right. We got 2 new starters, rookie starters. We got Xavier Watts and Billy Bowman Jr. starting. Can you believe that?
Okay.
How you feel about that?
Well, look, shout out to the safety. Shout out to the young guys for coming out. Shout out to Xavier Watts from Notre Dame. Ball hawk, so is Bowman. Looked at as a ball hawk. I don't know if they would have him more nickel, more dime.
They have Billy Bowman playing the nickelback, and they have Xavier Watts starting at free safety.
Yeah, so Xavier Watts, shout out to them. Now, I will say this. I have to be honest. I thought DeMarco Hellams, with the hit that he made in the preseason and the toughness that he brought, I thought maybe he had more of a compelling case. And I still don't know how they tend to play him, what they plan on playing him, and how in the playing time they plan on giving him. But I thought maybe he made even a bigger case to get some of that playing time. But we'll see. Hopefully Xavier Watts gets out there and we have a defensive backfield that can cover ground and that can also make the necessary hits that they need to make. So, hey, we've had these young guys come in before at the linebacker position that came. We talking about our boy Debo and Campbell when they came in back in 2016. Let's hope that these 2 rookies can come in. Like, it's a lot of rookies going to be on the field. So, it's going to be some growing pains. But, man, hopefully they turn out to be the players we need them to be and fast because Tampa's coming in.
Ooh,
Mike,
Tampa.
I heard Mike Evans say,
What'd he say?
that this is the best wide receiving core that he has ever played with.
Oh.
This is coming from a future Hall of Famer. And if Mike Evans is saying that, our secondary has to be ready and our pass rushers have to be ready.
Baker Mayfield can move around. He can move around and get open. So hopefully Divine Diablo and all these edge rushers that we have and defensive tackles, hopefully our defense is fast and can stop them.
Hey, man, well, look, so we'll see how things go with the 53. Look, it's good to see Brandon Doyless. We were asking about, how Brandon Doyless might show up. So I'm looking forward to seeing him get the opportunity, to get in there and make some possible plays. I'm really excited about that. Like we talked about, I am kind of crushed. Braylon Trice is starting off on injured reserve. That really hurt. You know what? I heard somebody, there's been a lot of talk about D. Alford. There's been a lot of talk about Clark Phillips. Both of them still stuck and are still out there playing on the team. Hey, man, and look, and I'm going to tell you another name that's stuck on this roster that they kicked inside that I'm happy to see start making some plays because I'm like, hey, man, like, y'all, he just wasting away. Why is he on the team if y'all not good? And that's D'Angelo Malone.
Yeah, he was a second, third-round pick linebacker.
And so D'Angelo Malone is getting his opportunity and
they said they switched him. They switched positions for him.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to come in and be more on the line, but now they've kicked him into inside backer.
Yeah, so they saying he's like very versatile, very, very useful for the team. I was listening about that.
Yeah, so we'll see where it is, man. So, 53-man roster. We got us a week to go next Thursday night. Hey, man, they will be kicking off the NFL.
So what are you most excited about this coming week with the Falcons? What are you looking forward to seeing the most? What do you want to see? What's your perfect game for the Falcons against the Bucs, man? What do you want to see?
A perfect game, man. A perfect game is always a win, no matter how they get it.
Yeah, but like, how would you like to see us win? I can tell you how I like to see us win.
Okay, I know you're gonna say I'm being an a-hole when I say this. I would like to see us win with our score being at least 1 point higher than the opposition score.
Yeah, you're being an a-hole.
I just want us to win. I just want us to win.
All right, let me answer my question. I like to see Michael Penix throw from 250 to 300 yards, have about 3 touchdowns. I like to see Bajan rush for over 100 yards. I like to see Kyle Pitts, make some good plays. I like to see Drake London make some good plays. I like to see our 2 rookies, edge rushers, get a sack each. I like to see AJ Terrell get a pick. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Jesse Bates knock the ball out somebody for a fumble. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see stuff like that. What show and what would you like to see?
You just named a whole lot of stuff.
I know, man. What would you like to see?
I just told you. I don't know why you stressing me about this. I just want to see us win.
But just give us something.
I gave it to you. I want to see us win.
That's
to
boring.
who?
To me.
It's not boring in the win column. I guarantee you that.
Man,
now, mind you, I would love to see Jalen Walker get a sack, Pierce get a sack, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to be let down by anything. Well, we won, but he didn't get a sack. We won, but that didn't happen. I just want to see us win, man. I want to see Michael Penix come out, command the offense, take off where he left off once again, and have a good game, mistake-free, no interceptions. I would love to see I won't get into individual play. I want to see the deep ball back in Mercedes-Benz. I want to see the deep ball back with the Atlanta Falcons. That I want to see.
Yes.
I want to see more explosive plays, whether that's coming from Bajan, whether that's coming from Drake, whether that's coming from Mooney, Ray. I want to see more downfield passes and more downfield attempts. And I want to see more sacks. I can't give you that. I can't give you which player and the perfect game, because this in the preseason, we did that in preseason.
Yeah.
But in the regular game, I'll just say I want to see sacks and I want to see more downfield passing. That's what I want to see.
All right, cool. There you go. That's all you had.
Was that good enough for you, man?
That was great.
Was
Thank
that
you.
good enough for you,
Yes.
man?
Thank you.
Yeah, you happy about that.
Hey.
That made your day.
Yes.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Jeez.
Now,
Jeez,
look,
man.
Hey, look. You're right. You say things in threes.
I do, man. My name is Trey.
He popping. My name is Trey. I say it in threes. I sting like bees. Hey, y'all need to sign me up, Aaron. I'm ready to get on some of these tracks. No. Hey, check.
I'm trying to tell you,
Hey, check
boy.
this out.
Take that whack-ish up out of here, boy.
Hey, check this out, man. Hey, we can come back to the Falcons, but I do want to bring up something that happened big in the NFL yesterday.
Okay, because we almost at wrap-up time.
Yeah, just real quick. Man, the Dallas Cowboys traded Michael Parsons to the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
For 2 first-round picks and a defensive lineman.
Man, if I was a Cowboys fan, I would be livid right now. Because so when you get Michael Parsons in the draft, I want to say Michael Parsons was around the 13th pick, somewhere in there.
He's 12, 13.
Somewhere between 11 and 13.
The same year that Kyle Pitts came out when we drafted him.
Somewhere in there. When you're able to get a player who's able to come in and immediately impact your team and your defense and help elevate your defense and make plays, and then when it's time to pay him, you got to watch him not only go to another team, but another team in your same conference, not in your same division, but in your same conference. Now, I'm sure Cowboy fans who are more attentive and more knowledgeable on every last play Michael Parsons had, the good, the bad, some of them may have a different take. But from what I see on the outside, you getting rid of a player, like, man, who is a person that's, man, he's one of your anchors. He's one of your anchors on your defense that you should be able to build around for years to come. Maybe it's too much podcasting. What do you say, man? Too much Sam Rothstein. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jay-Z said from the movie Casino.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Too much flossing, too much Sam Rothstein. I don't know if that's how Jerry Jones felt.
Yeah.
Maybe you're talking too much. Only one star can be talking, and that's Jerry Jones. The only star I need besides me is the one on the field and the ones on their helmets.
Yes.
But if you ask me, Michael Parsons should have been in the Cowboys uniform. And I'm telling you right now, this is going to help elevate the Green Bay Packers, and he will be beloved and shown love. Watch this man.
Oh, he went to a
Watch
city.
this man.
He went to a real football tradition city, bro. The tradition up there is football. I think the fans have a interest or
a good appreciation for the team.
And they have ownership in the
They do.
stuff. So yeah, he gonna elevate, man. He gonna elevate and do his thing. And I mean, he's used up playing up north. He played at Penn State. So, you know, I think it's gonna fit with him.
Bro, so I'm not gonna put Michael Parsons on the level of a Deion Sanders or on the level of one of the all-time greats that we've had here in Atlanta. But the reason I bring that up is because we know how it feels to lose a player who's one of your key players.
Oh, man.
We know, us as Falcon fans, we've seen it, and so I know the Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
I got to hit my boy Sap up. Sap, we're going to talk, and we can bring this up and further engage on the conversation on another show. But to me, just at first glance, Jerry Jones, you got to be stopped.
Yeah. Hey, look, I know we're about to wrap up, but, man, did you know he played running back in high school and was balling? Like, he could really play like he was like looked like a better running back than a linebacker to me.
So look, go look this up. You probably can find on YouTube, NFL network had a thing on rookies getting ready to come in. The year he got drafted, in that set of rookies, it was Michael Parsons, it was Kyle Pitts, it was Justin Fields,
Trevor Lawrence,
and it was somebody up. No, I'm talking about that came
okay,
into this particular
Okay.
show that they
my
shot.
bad, yeah.
And it was either, I can't remember, it was either Kyle Pitts or Justin Fields. Please look it up. Correct me where I can't remember exactly, but he beat one of them in a 40-yard dash. He beat one of them in a race. Michael Parsons did. It was either Kyle Pitts or Justin Fields, or it could have been both. He beat them in a race. Now, I'm not just saying that's going to make you the greatest pass rusher in the world, but that just shows his athleticism, and we saw what he did to help change games. And to me, it's unfortunate that the Cowboy fans have to go through this, but for the ones who talk trash, that's what your ass get.
Yeah. Hey, last thing I want to say, when he was at Penn State, and that, he had played the COVID year when they went to COVID, and then he declared for the draft and got an agent. But the coach was saying he was going to play some offense. He's going to play some offense, and then they just never got a chance because his last game was at the Cowboy Stadium when they had the bowl game.
Hey, man, Michael Parsons, man. Hey, wish he was in a Falcons uniform, but guess what? We got some pass rushers that's going to be doing the dang thing.
Well, take us on out of here, man. I wouldn't mind you doing the little rhyme you did yesterday. I don't know if you want to do that, put you on the spot, but,
Man, that was really, man, for 96.1, the beat. Let me see if I can remember that, man, because I put it together.
You put things together like on the way you driving place. I don't know how you do it, man.
It went something like, we're officially 1 week away from the Falcons season, so excitement's at an all-time high. You can feel the whole city just ready to swag surf and throw they dirty birds up in the sky. Even your grandmama locked in.
Hey, baby.
Talking about, baby, did you hear them words the men had to say? Because ain't nothing better than Ferrari, BT, and the Waterboyz Show.
Yeah.
Every week on 96.1 for Falcons Friday.
Hey,
If you're in the city of Atlanta, 6:30 p.m. every Friday,
Tonight,
tune in to 96.1 The Beat in Atlanta, and you can hear the Waterboyz Show. If you're out of town, get the iHeartRadio app, go to 96.1 The Beat, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and check out the Waterboyz Show with Ferrari and BT.
Hey, man, shout out to Hungry AF. Shout out to the Waterboyz Show. Shout out to the Trap Music Museum. Anybody else you want to shout out, man?
Man, I just want to say shout out to myself because I'm magnificent.
Hey, man, that was a great sports bars, man. Keep it up, man.
I know it was.
So take us out. Look at it, man.
You,
Take us
Thank
on
you,
out
man.
of here, Trey.
Thank you, man. I said it in threes. Hey, but anyway, Atlanta, always remember the Waterboyz Show. We represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. On behalf of myself, Trey, my partner, B. Rich, and Aaron, Whoa Pittman, the Waterboyz Show, we are out.
Kill the camera. Boom.